Hey, my beautiful butterflies. So, hopefully, we are live and hopefully, you can see us. Now, today, you are meant to see this. We're going to do the tarot secrets for love and success. And whether you believe it or not, sometimes you can be absolutely gobsmacked by what the cards say. And I've had people before go, really? So, yes, and I'm not just saying that because it's me. I'm just saying that because this is what has happened when I've done a reading. So the cards are for today. We're going to start off with your love card, which is this one down here, and do your reading. Now, readings normally are really specific to the person we are reading for. Now, today this might be you, it might not be you, but there might be some elements in here that actually you think, oh, that actually makes a little bit of sense with my life at the moment. So take away from these what you can, but also I'm going to put some tips in here that will actually give you some helping hands and some guidance if you want to take it. It is purely your decision if you want to take anything that I'm saying, but sometimes there is a lot of truth coming out of what is said and that is pertinent to particular people. So bear this in mind as I'm reading, and we'll see what happens at the end. Now, I've just put a load of cards down here. I've picked them out the pack because it really annoys me when people sit there going shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So I've just literally shuffled the pack, picked some at random for these here, so I don't know what's on them. So it will be as much as a surprise to you as a surprise to me. So now, if you've got stuff going on in your love life, let's have a look what is going on and if this is relevant to you at the moment. Now, I'm going to start with the bottom card here because it was the first one that I laid. So let's have a look at what's going on. Right, okay. This is the transformation card. Now, it is a wand in the normal pack, but I'm reading it for your love life. So I apply it to your love life. So if you're learning cards, this is what you do. Now, this is transformation and it's an infinity. So there might be things that need to change in your love life at the moment to just optimize the whole thing. It might just be getting a little bit stale, so to speak, just like, oh, it's a bit predictable and oh god, this is getting boring, I wish we go today. That is if you're with someone, of course. Now, if you are not with someone, you need to sort of like just bring it up a little bit, come on, transform. If you want to go out and meet people, you're not going to do that sitting in. You have to go out. So with everything that is coming in here, you need to do a bit of action and put it behind it. So there's that transformation there. So change it. Just think, don't be don't go like skydiving unless that's your actual thing. Just be a bit creative in your relationships and what you're doing and how you're doing them, and see if that works. A bit of surprise, nice surprise, I would just say, never hurt anyone. So next card here is, okay, again, this is another sort of like wands card, but this is, you are pretty astute, I want to say, i.e. your gut instincts work pretty well. So I don't know if there are situations going on around your love life at the moment that let's just say don't feel right. If they don't feel right, then you need to investigate them. But I want to say, this is a caveat: if something doesn't feel right, it doesn't always mean that someone is messing about in the relationship. It just might be that they're trying to sort out some surprises or something, or they've got stuff going on that they don't actually want you to know about. But either way, really, you should be a bit more sort of open in relationships and be nice in relationships and talk. Talking and communication is the key to success in anything that you do. So let's have a look at this. next one out, there is success here. So whatever you are planning, if you've got something in the pipeline, you think, oh, I'm going to do that. Don't know if they're going to like it, but I'm going to do it. But I think they might like it. You know, well, I think they will probably like it. Okay. But if there have been people around you who have been putting the boot in, or just being interfering a little bit and having digs and putting doubts in your head, I want you to just ignore them, because they are going to, oh, let's just say burn baby burn, not literally, and I'm not going to sing that in tune because I can't, but they are going to get their comeuppance. You know, you can't stir the, let's say, brown pot without licking the spoon, so to speak. Oh, that sounds disgusting, but we won't go there. But they are going to get their comeuppance, so just sit back, get your popcorn, and karma will be coming in for them. Now, there are delays on this, but this is delays, so it's a double negative on this. So you are going in the right direction, and I do feel you are going in the right direction. This would be delays if it was up the other way, but it's not. It's reverse. So I do feel something is going to start moving very, very quickly around you at the moment, around your love life. So if you've just been like, I need someone, I want to find my soulmate and all this stuff, but you're still not doing anything about it, once you start doing something about it, boom. So I do feel they are around at the moment. You just need to open up to them. They might just be walking around with blinkers on, same as you, you know, take those blinkers off and see where you go with that. But this is going to be moving very, very quickly. And also Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel, again, this is money, but I don't feel this is related to money, because I'm talking about love life up there. So you are going to be very lucky in love, and very lucky the way things turn out for you, or the way things come in for you. Okay, so this is over, I want to say probably the next week or so. So whenever you get this, it might be a year's time, or today, or something like that. This is relevant now. Okay, you will be made aware of this when you are meant to see it. Okay, and you'll be like, yeah, well, don't trust me, and see how it goes. Now, let's have a look at your finances. So we've got some nice like money and a nice golden egg up there, and we want to make more money. We want to be comfortable with our money, and we just want to know that we are safe. We don't necessarily want to splash it around. If you do and you've got enough of it, good luck. But I know that saying that people say, money doesn't bring you happiness, and people buying everything and be going, yeah, it does. But at some point it won't, because we are not supposed to be material beings. We're supposed to be safe, if you go on the Maslow's hierarchy thing, safe and content. But there's certain things that you can do with money if you have it, so it is an enabler, and that is a good thing. But you need to share it around, because it's all about community, and I'm not saying give it all away, you know. So if you've got money, brilliant. If you see people less fortunate and you are that type of person, absolutely brilliant. But if you're just buying about 20 cars and 300 pairs of trainers just because you like them and stuff like that, there's okay. So I would just ask, why are you missing something somewhere else in your life? So that's sort of a question, a little bit deep there, but that is a question to go with. So let's have a look at your finances now. Oh, okay, so then some contracts that are coming in that you may need to sign, or you will need to sign, but you need to decide if you want to sign them. Now, let me just have a look at their face, because sometimes if I look at their face, I don't know if you can see that, they smile. I know you're going, butterfly, you're a weirdo, but sometimes they're smiling, sometimes they look a little bit devious, but they look okay. There is a transfer going on there. I don't feel they're getting too close to the fire, but I do feel that there might be a little bit of a delay with this contract coming in. So please do not worry. I know it's like we want things now, but patience is an actual virtue, whether you've heard that or not, but it definitely is. So let me have a look at the next one. Now, you're wanting things to improve in your money situation. You can sit there and pray to the universe left, right and centre, raise your energy up, but with that you need to put action in. You can't just sit there going, well, I prayed for money and nothing come. No, you have to get off your backside, go out and do something about it. You know, if it's small steps, always small steps, never ever big steps, because you can't maintain the big steps. But if you do loads and loads of little steps and then you look back, you're like, wow, haven't I done well? Didn't I sort of come a long way? And even if that's just getting out of bed in the morning for some people, you know. So on the money side of things, or just going down to sort of see how you can get some money, doing a bit of research, that is a step, you know. So just go with that and see how you get on. So actually, I do want you to be doing some research around finances as well at the moment. I do feel that either something you are looking for or something that you are not aware of will jump out at you on any research that you are doing on the internet or just talking to people, and it is going to be, I want to say, a golden nugget. Okay, so just bear that in mind in what you are doing around your finances and money this week. Now, give yourself credit for who you are. Don't let anyone else tell you that you're not a good enough person, you're a bad person, because sometimes people have a lot of, let's just say, rubbish in here. And if they see something that triggers them, they might see someone successful, then the rubbish just comes out at the person that they're looking at. You know, that might be you. So if someone's being absolutely revolting and disgusting towards you, it's not your fault. It's things that are going on in them that are can't say that properly, triggering them. You know, because if they're a sound human being, they can just sort the emotions out and just say it clearly, succinctly, without sort of like screaming or shouting or whatever at you. So just step back. Just remember, I think that's saying, how's it go? Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but you don't need to listen to their opinions. It's not always relevant to you. I probably messed that up a bit, but you know what I mean, and you get the gist. Okay, you choose who you listen to, and just that will make you a lot happier, because you can't be a people pleaser. You can't please people all the time, so you must please yourself. Now, the last card here does say that whatever you are doing around your contractual stuff and reviewing your finances and other bits, it's going to be successful. So this is like the witch. Smooth it up there a little bit. Let's move some of these around a little bit so you can see. This is witch coming home, you know, and it is a finance card. And you can see it's like a modest home, but your home can be whatever you want. So it's just the goals and outcomes that you have chosen for yourself that are realistic, you know, in your little steps, and you're on the path to getting that. So she is like just paddling as she goes. I don't know if she's going upstream or downstream. Hopefully she's going with the current, because just so you know, it is very difficult battling up the current. And why would you want to? When there's a current going down, you go with it, okay? And it will make your life a lot easier. Now, this is around your work life, or what you do. I say 9 to 5, so you might be retired, you might be working, you might be at college, you know, you might be at school, there might be stuff going on. So what's gonna help you? What's the sort of like secrets here that are gonna bring out the success for this week? Well, one of them is you're right out of your comfort zone in something, you know, and depends how you want to play this, you know. If people can see it, and you're not going to lose face on it. Just ask for help. If you've like bigged yourself up, because a lot of people do, you really want to think about bigging yourself up when you can't actually back it up with stuff, you know. But if you've got the knowledge and the background and the skills there to move you forwards, but it's a slightly different situation, then you do not need to worry about it, okay? Just remember, look back, and this is the only time I tend to say look back. 1, to see how far you come. 2, to see all of those situations of you've just been thrown into, you know. I mean, this one I do feel you wanted to be in this situation, but all the ones that you've been thrown into that you just cope with, you manage, and you're like, blimey, I don't want to do that again, or I'd never have asked to put myself in that position, but you got through it. So I just want you to just deep breath, because shallow breathing stresses you out, but deep breaths, like at least 3 of them, get your brain and your nerves calm, and you've got this. You can actually move forwards with whatever it is that you need to be doing, but don't wobble. You're fine. Just talk it out with people if you need to, but you've definitely got this. So, and that's it. This is like a confirmation that you've definitely got this, because this is a transformation and a success. Now, it's a number 9, so it's like you're nearly there. But also with regards to the butterflies, I know this is Butterfly Channel, and the transformation around it. But while you are transforming, remember where you have come from. You know, if you see someone doing the same things that you've done, help them. You know, don't put them down. Don't just think, ha ha ha, I did that. I know I'm better than that now. That's not a very nice attitude. So always be helpful to people, and people will be helpful to you, and you can't go far wrong with that. But there is definitely success coming from this work angle, so that is good. Now, I do feel that there's going to be a situation around work where someone is going to make you piggy in the middle, and you don't want to be piggy in the middle, because it's not your battle, so to speak. I don't know who these people are. There's a couple of them, but you just need to really speak your truth and say that you just, well, I don't know. This is for you to decide what you say, but you say it in a very nice way, that it isn't your battle. Again, I'm not in a situation around that at the moment, but they're going to just play you off against each other. So you probably take one aside, say to them that really they need to speak to the other person. You can't be the go-to person, vice versa. And if you're in a position to sort it out, get them together in a meeting with a mediator so they can talk it out. You know, that's probably the best way of doing it. If they are managers, that again, there are nicer ways of saying it to them, but just be a bit careful, because sometimes managers can be absolute not very nice people. But hopefully you've got a lovely manager. Now, there is a celebration coming up, so I don't know if you've got a work get together, an away day or something like that. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if you are not looking forward to it, but I just think go with the flow. There's stuff that's going to come out of this that will help your career, but just make sure you go and, I want to say play the game, but I don't really like game playing. But you know what I mean with this. Sometimes you have to be, let's just say, in it to win it, or you've got to be in it to win it. So there's things coming up here, and 4 is a foundation card. So around your foundations and your life moving forwards, around your work, this is going to be quite a good opportunity, or something will be coming out of that. Now, the last card here is you're going to need to be working together with someone. So this is a mind card. So at work, don't lord it over people, work with them, and you will be very successful, because not everyone knows everything, but everyone knows something. So if you start working with specialists and other people as a group, many minds make light work. And I know that's many hands, but I just did an ad lib there. But you know what I mean. So if you work with other people, cultivate shared knowledge, I do feel that your work is going to be quite successful. I want to say over the coming month with this, because this is like a bit of a longer strategy than some of the other bits that are coming in, but they still might be over the month. But again, this might resonate with you, this might not at this point in time, but it will at some point in time, and it will give you some ideas of how to move forward. So what's going on with your friends and family? Are they all absolutely lovely, or are they just a bit awkward at the moment? Hopefully really, really lovely. Now let's see what this card is. Right, okay, so it feels like you are being the there's a word for this, where people just talk to you, confidant, I think that is, and I'm not sure if that's French or not, but we will see. So people are talking to you at the moment, and you're a good person to be a listener. You're a good person to be a talker as well. But if people are talking to you about opportunities that are passing them by, can you pass the message on that they're not passing them by? These opportunities were not theirs. Okay, they weren't theirs from the start. They're just seeing all these things. Oh, I could have had that. Oh, I could have had that. Oh, 10 years ago, oh, I could have had that. If you got one of those people, you know, oh, I used to drive a this, but now I've got a that, you know. Yeah, okay, that is fine. So if you want a that, then go and get one. You know, stop living in the past. You can't do nothing from living in the past, but you can always do stuff for living in the now. So if you don't like where you are, and they don't like where they are, they're the ones that need to do a bit of action to change that. So that's a little bit of advice. If you get that, someone coming to you with that, please tell them it's not their opportunity. If they put their hand out and actually do a bit of action with it, their opportunity will be coming in, because the sun is coming up here. Okay, so it is getting a little bit lighter. It has been a lot of, I want to say, stuff going on. Stuff's my favourite word, technical or normal, but lots of stuff's been going on, but I do feel it'll be settling down for them. Now let's have a look at this one. Oops. Well, it'll be settling down in a bit, and with you as well. So with friends and family, there's a fair old bit of ups and downs. Now I'm reading this as a collective, not just you, because things have been going on. 1 minute, oh, everything's fine. Next minute, rah, you know, it's but I want you to adhere to the 3-second rule here and stuff all that fruit back in that cauldron and just go deep breath and chill, you know, because it's going to happen again. Now if you let that build up and build up and build up and build up, you're going to just go explode, and that's not going to do anyone any good, but also it's not going to do you any good, because at the end of the day, you need to be able to control your emotions, and you need to be accountable for your actions, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize now. It's always, oh, it's their fault. Oh, it's their fault. They made me do it. No, they didn't. You did it. They might have been triggering you, but you did it. So you can't blame other people. All you can do, if you get someone who just keeps winding you up, walk away from them. You know, that is friends and family. Walk away, deep breath, because they won't get any kicks out of winding you up. So you get the last laugh there. Ooh, now, this one here, this is keep it under your hat. But it's reversed. So there's stuff that I think you've been keeping to yourself that I now want you to start telling people about. Okay, there's things there. I don't know whether it's your hopes or dreams, your aspirations, where you want to be. let's just say, I don't necessarily want you to go and telling people what you think of them. There's ways of doing that that nicely without actually confronting anything. So if you're in any confrontational situations, walk away, deep breath, and then just either you can use your absence as a way of saying what you think, which is much nicer sometimes than saying the words. And that is quite important, because sometimes you might not even say it right, and once you've spoken something, you can't take it back, you know, blah, blah, and then you're like, didn't want to say that, it came out so right, but it's a bit wrong, and you've just broken something there around relationships. So think carefully about that. But if you've got nice things that you want to be doing and you've been planning your stuff, now is the time to be telling people. So start getting out there and just, yeah, enjoying yourself. Next card here. We have some balance and karma coming in. So if you've had a load of rubbish going on with your family, friends, it looks like there has been there. Balance and karma is definitely coming in, and I want wise decisions with this as well, because I'm being pulled to the owl. Now, past deeds will do you good. So whatever you've done in the past for people that you've totally forgotten about and the good things, you don't be surprised if they start coming back to you in a positive way. It might be things that you've helped people with previously that just is you, and you didn't think nothing about it. But there are rewards, I do feel, coming in with this. So just see how that goes, and good luck with it. Ooh, and the final card here. Right, okay. This is the Tower card. So this is a kick up the backside to move you on your correct path. So if you've been hanging on to friends who are false friends, situations, let's just say, let me try and, how am I going to say this? Untruths and beliefs that you've brought in to yourself, that you are holding on to, and the years have gone on, and you just think, oh, it's not worth it now. So something around makeups, breakups is coming in for you. If you get the voice in your head that says, oh, I've got to do that, oh, I've got to do that, and you're like, no, yeah, I've got to do that, I've got to do that, just do it. You know, find a way to do it, because this card here is, yes, getting on the right path, but also this card is the maker and breaker of you. Opportunities come in. Now, you know, there's that saying that I'm always rattling on about, and it says you have to plough the field to sow the seeds. So things at the moment around friends or family need to get broken to move forwards. Now, on the other side of this card can be a devastating card from loss. If you've lost friends or family members recently, my condolences go out to you, and lots of love and healing. Just know that your loved ones are around you. Close your eyes and try to feel them, but above all, just talk to them like you would normally, because they can hear you. And they will respond. And if you just think, even if it's like a song that you hear that reminds you of them, or you sort of like do a double take, because you can generally see shadows and spirit from the side, but as soon as you turn, they're gone. That is just the way it is. But any emotional triggers that go through your brain, any thoughts or anything else, they are 9 times out of 10 your loved ones. So that song, they're like, oh, listen to that song, that's me trying to tell you those words, you know, because spirit come through in your imagination. So if you're going, oh, it's my imagination, yeah, it is. You know, that is how they come through. So just know that they are sending you lots of love. I want to say they are all fine. Okay, whatever happens here is totally different in the spirit world. They have no pain and they only come through with love. So just remember that. Okay, now have an absolutely amazing day. I was going to do some readings, but I can't work out how to get my chat on, so I can't see if anyone is there or not, so I apologize for that. I was going to do some card readings as well for you, but I will be doing another live hopefully on Thursday, but I will put out when I'm doing that so that you can see me. So just remember all these little lovely secrets that have come through here. You are meant to see this, and you are meant to see this when you see this. So have an absolutely great day, and ta-ta for now.